Right. Yeah, we back with another metaphysical breakdown. Good versus GEECHI Gotti video. Good's the animal versus GEECHI Gotti, a metaphysical breakdown. I'm Dr. Minister Ramon Princ for the AUM Institute, the Church of Christ Consciousness for Worldwide Hope. This is going to be a great one. Y'all going to love this. Okay. Y'all remember from the past videos that I did on metaphysical breakdowns of battle rap. And in case, let me be real clear real quick what a metaphysical breakdown is. The universe talks to us or gives us codes. It tells us stuff. And it does that through people, places, and things. And a lot of times we are part of the people, places, and things, and we don't even know it. You might wake up and like, I just feel like wearing a yellow shirt. That's really the universe using you to convey a message to someone else, or even to you, to yourself. You might wake up and say, you know what? Today I want to do this. I want to do that. You are being used as a message. Or you can even say a messenger to send a message. So everything that surrounds us is a message being pushed by the universe or this matrix that we're in. And the biggest messages we're beginning to find is in hip-hop. So I started covering hip-hop and, in this particular instance, battle rap. All right? So I told you the code numbers that you want to be looking out for are typically, the numbers go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 is an illusion number, but it's still valid. The main numbers that you really want to look for are 3, 8, and at times 9, but definitely 3 and 8. Those are definitely numbers you want to look for. You want to look for double-digit numbers. All the numbers go from 11, 22, 33, all the way to 99, double digits. But you want to specifically, the crack codes, want to look for the numbers 11, 22, 33, 44, and 88. Triple numbers 111, 222, 333, all the way to 999. The main ones to look for is 111, 333, 666, and 888. Then there's the numbers 12 and the reverse of that, which is 21. There's a number 13 and the reverse of that, which is 31. The number 28, which 2 plus 8 comes out to 10. 10 is a very powerful number. We want to look for the number 10 as well. 19, which is 1 plus 9, which comes out to 10. That's very powerful. But those come out to 10 in different ways, and they mean different things. 36, which slash comes out to 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. So there's other things. There's 77. There's definitely 69. 69 is definitely another number to look for. 77 and 63. Those are some of the numbers you want to look for. So I'm going to get into this really good and really dope. All right. The battle took place on December 12th. I'm going to try to show y'all some of the stuff. December 12th. I'm not going to look for it because then, I'm going to have to. I'm not really doing it because I want the thumbnail, really. That's what I'm really not doing it. But I don't know how this lines. I'm making this little cheesy thumbnail. Homemade thumbnail. So the battle took place on December 12th, 2020, which is 12/12/2020. If you take out all the zeros, you will have 1 2 1 2 2 2. Now, first of all, 1 2 1 2. You remember that's an old way in hip hop that people used to do that a lot. A 1 2, a 1 2. Remember Biz Monkey? I like to introduce myself. My name is Biz Monkey. And other people used to do that all the time. 1 2 1 2. That was in the place to be. I am Doug E. That was like a primary form of how a hip hop verse was started. Before people rhyme, they used to be like, that's like now battle rappers be like, I said, hey, yo. Before, they didn't do that. Back in the days, they would say 1 2 1 2. party people in the place to be, or you in the house, wave your hands, whatever. But it definitely was 1212. So that's something that's very important to know about. Also, you have to look at how you put the numbers together. You have the 12. Remember, I told you 12 and 21. Because if you put them all together, it's 1 2, it's 1 2 1 2 2 2. So you have the triple twos. I told you about those numbers, right? Then on top of that, you have the 12. It starts out as 1 2. 1 2 is 12. Then again, 1 2 is 12. But when you go 1 2 1, 121, you have 12. I mean, you have 21, which is the reverse of 12. So that's something that's very important to know. Whenever you see, it's called a mirror. Whenever you see a number, like if you have the numbers 313, it's 31, and then it's 13. It's 3 1. That's 31, and then it's 1 3 at the middle, and the end number is 13. So that's a reverse. That is a very powerful and is a very deep message that's being sent. Okay. GEECHI Gotti, typically his rap style represents pain and a type of struggle. GOODZ style represents the opposite, comfort and through a come up. If you look at what they're wearing, one has on a hoodie in black and another one has on a blue and white Dior. I'm assuming that's a blue. The color makes it look blue. Blue and white Dior sweater. So one has a hood covering his head and another one doesn't. He's like showing himself. That's very significant in today's time. There's those that are behind the scenes. There are those that are hiding themselves or masking themselves, covering themselves, and they're going through the struggle. Isn't that what we're going through now? Dealing with the whole masked up stuff, having to cover yourself, the struggle. And then there are those that have the money, because GOODZ always talk money. Everybody know that about him. It's the money talk. Those that have the money, we're talking about on a cosmic metaphysical level. We're talking about the world now. Their battle represents what's going on in the world. And it's playing out. The universe is talking to us and explaining things through us. Through this battle, to us, through this battle. It's showing, using GOODZ to show there are people in this world that are very comfortable and very unaffected by the struggle and what's going on. It's easy for them. They just have their feet up and they just living their life. While the other ones have to try harder to make certain points and do certain things. Volume 6, the volume, V. V is 22. That's one of the numbers to look out for. Then 6, when you break it in half, is 3 and 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, right? So that comes out to a 33. Also, 3 times 3 is 9, which is one of the other numbers I told you, the illusion number, right? Cool. There was 6 battles on the card. There was GOODZ versus GEECHI Gotti. There was K-Shine versus Pat Stay. Arsenal versus Jerry West. Chilla Jones versus B-Dot. Ill Will versus Danny Myers. T-Top versus Easy the Block Captain. Right? Okay, cool. That's something that's very important to know. Dior starts with a D. Boom, that's the 4th letter of the English alphabet. Then you have the I, which is 9. Right? So 9 plus 4 is what? 13. 13, I told you, in the reverse 31 are very, very, very important numbers. Very important. Now, again, GEECHI has on a black hoodie, and basically GOODZ has on a white sweater with blue lettering. So you have the hood against the sweat. Or, those that are not willing to having to break it. The hood, those who need to hide, and those who can be in plain sight. Then we go into GOODZ. He starts with a G. And GEECHI starts with a G. Both of them are G's. And G, even though it's the 7th letter of the alphabet, and typically, in Freemasonry, they use it to represent geometry, geography, and grammar. It's also the 33rd letter of the alphabet, because if you go from A to Z, that's 26 letters. Then you start again with A being 28, B 29, C 30, like that. A being 27, B being 28, and C being 29, D 30, like that. G is going to add up, is going to come out to be 33. That's no coincidence. Pardon me. Okay. Then you have GEECHI. I'm going to show y'all really, really quickly what I'm doing here. Y'all pause the video. Well, you can't pause the video, but try to remember and do what I'm showing you right here, right? Willfully it doesn't come out. This is an 11 right here. That's an 11. 3 plus 8 is 11. 3, 8, 11. That's 10. Boom. That's 17, which is going to come out to an 8. Told you 8 was an important number. Right? Yes, I did. The 8 and the 11 is 19. Told you that 19 was an important number. 1 plus 9 is 10. Alright? Then when you add that, that's 10. You add that with it, that's going to be 19 again. That's another 33, which I told you is a very important number. Then over here you have the TT. T is the 20th letter, 2020. We all know about the power of the 2020 as we experiencing it right now. From T to I adds up, comes out to 13. 229. Right? We got that. We have OT is the 8. OTT is 10. We have that. All of this is very important. These numbers are telling us. Then on GEECHI, we have this word chi. Chi is your life force. This is what we're fighting right now, dealing with this whole situation with C19 and other things. We're dealing with life force energy. There's a frequency that's trying to take our life force. There are beings that have an agenda to take our life force. That's very, very important. Up here we have GOODZ the animal. Ma is very important. MA starts the Matrixxx. Mother, Ma, which is 41. I didn't go too much into 41, but that's also prime thing. Here you see the IM, which is 9 and 4, which is 13. You see that right there. That's very important. Then it's funny, you have the Ma right here. Then you have 41. Then you have the right here is 41. It's no coincidence. 66, I told you was important. The O and the O is 15. It comes out to 6. And because they're side by side, you can put them together. The 7 and the 6 comes out to 13. Boom. The G itself is 33. That's very important. And verses, V is 22. S is 19. Told you about those numbers already. So these are some of the things that are actually going on right now within this whole battle. That's the me breaking it down to you. So now I'm getting a little bit more deep into you. This is a light versus dark ritual. A ritual is being played out. There's a guy that been going into some stuff, Adapt, the HNIC. He's been talking about a lot of rituals going on in battle rap, and he's not wrong. But it's not only people behind the scenes, and I'm not saying like Smack and Beasley or whatever. I am saying that, but I'm not focusing on them right now. There are people that are literally doing black magic ritual or dark magic, not even dark, negative magic rituals, yes. But the universe itself is using people, places, and things that can convey messages. And what's really being conveyed right now through a lot of this is that, in GOODZ, you have this, the D is 4, the Z is 26. You put it together, you get to 30, right? Boom. Oh, let me go back to 21. They saying GOODZ 1, 2-1. That's what they saying with the thing. And that's 21. That's a 21. That's very important. You see 50 Cent got the thing, 21 questions. Rock him. I'll take 7 MCs, put them in a line. 7 more brothers who think they can rhyme. 7 more before I go for mine. That's 21 MCs at the same time. People have been saying 21 in their rounds. Tupac said 21 guns, salute. Just in fatigues, black jeans and boots disappeared in the trap. All you seen was troops. little dude named Nas think he live like me, and blah blah blah, and against all odds. And a lot of other people have said that. Specifically 21. That's not a coincidence. That's the universe communicating to us. A lot of what this is telling us is about an old way of life being phased out for a new way of life. It's telling us that there is a war going on right now, where it's going to be those that have and are comfortable versus those who's going to have to struggle just to survive, just to make it. You see, you see GEECHI with the jewelry, right? If you want to shine just a little bit, he got on less jewelry, but look at how he had a whole bunch of jewelry on. He got one chain on, and he looked like he's doing way better. So it means that we're gonna have to try super hard and so much more if we're at the bottom to just survive than the people that already are in a position of power and certain other things. So that's very, very important. SMAC, you can see on the screen, S start is 19, M is 13, so that's already a science. K is 11. The volume, I went over the whole volume thing already, so y'all don't even need to hear that part again. But SMAC, A is 1, C is 3. So 1 and 3 is 13. It's not 13, but when you put 1 next to 3, it looks like it's 13. In that particular sense, I'm saying. So that's something that's very powerful. A lot of this is dealing with the December 21st, 2020 event of being able to see the 3 bodies of Pluto, I believe it's Venus, and I think it's Saturn or Jupiter, one of the 3. Those 3, I believe, is Saturn, Pluto, and the Moon, or Jupiter, Pluto, and the Moon. I believe. Don't quote me on that, but it's one of those 3. It's supposed to be able to see it in the sky, and it's supposed to have some great effect on the energy of the planet and stuff like that. 3 bodies. 3 is a very prominent number in Earth rituals. In other words, people that know high science use these numbers to perform rituals to make things happen. But the universe itself does things, and the truth of what the universe is doing is hidden in these numbers. So some people know what it is. The universe does it, and you can figure it out through these numbers. There's other people that know how to figure it out through these numbers, so they mimic the universe when they do their rituals, and they use these numbers so that it'll play out the same way it does when the universe does it. If you want to say God, you can say God. If people learn the secret and say, okay, that's how God does it with these numbers, so then they play that game. Oh, man. So, that's the science right here. Also, you got to think, it's 3 G's. It's GOODZ, it's GEECHI, and then GOTI, right? So if you say 7, each letter comes out to 7, it's 777. That's very important. Remember, I just said, rock them, take 7 of them C's, put them in a line. 7 more brothers who can rhyme. Take 7 more if I go for mine, 777. Then in another rhyme, he would say, I think of new ways to say the unsaid, born with 3 7s in my head. That's no coincidence. The universe keeps talking to us and showing us things. We just got to be aware of it. It's telling us we're about to come into a new energy, and we're about to come into a new cycle, and things are going to be horribly different. We just have to get in tune with this difference and what it does and what it's going to do and how it